guys, I'm here at the library today and we're going to be painting. I have a few examples here of what we're going to be doing. These are some I've already done. There's this one, it's a larger version, and I also have a smaller one that's going to be more on the scale of what we're doing. And it's this one right here. You see this one has snow, so we can do snow or no snow, that's up to you. So I have a little 8x10 canvas board. We're going to be starting with our black and white paint. We're going to start with a thicker brush because we're going to do the background first. And if y'all just want to join in, we're going to get started. Alright, so we're going to start on our winter painting. We're going to do the background first. We're going to get a little bit of black and a little bit of white. We want it to be darker on the edges. And we're just going to drag this paint in. You don't have to be real specific with it. Just keep adding white back and forth until we get this background done. You can add black and white as you feel the need. You want the middle to kind of be lighter to highlight our little bird that we're going to do. Just throw it around here. Real simple. See, I told you I was a messy painter. I'll get it all on the sides of the table. But this acrylic paint is kind of easy to get off of the tables. Ooh, too much. It's just paint. We can always fix it or paint over it. No big deal. And you get some more white here. And I've just got this little paint set that I've picked up at Walmart. The 50-cent Red Barn paints are good as well. This is just regular acrylic paint that I'm using. Kind of drag that black in. We'll outline this side a little bit more. This is just a random image that I happened to come across on Pinterest, which is where I get a lot of my stuff. And I say, oh, that's pretty. We'll give it a try. So check out some Pinterest. Okay, so you see I've got my middle board is lighter than the sides. It's going to highlight our little bird. And just back and forth strokes. You don't have to be precise with this. Just clean it up. Your brush strokes on the side. Just kind of dragging it in. And so I'm happy with my background. So what we're going to do now to save time is we're going to pause and we're going to blow dry this. I just use a regular blow dryer from home, guys. It doesn't take but just a minute. And we're going to do that real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back and I've got my canvas dry. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush size here. We're going to put our branches in. So this can be random. We're just doing branches. We ain't got to be perfect. So I'm going to start with one up here at the top. I'm just going to kind of drag him in here. Just a tree branch. Make some little branches coming off of here. Just light brush strokes here works the best. Okay, we're gonna come up here and drag one up. It doesn't have to be perfect, it is a tree branch. Kind of branch them all. They can be thick, they can be thin. They're not perfect. Just something quick and easy that's hopefully you'll like and be proud of. Okay. And I'm just going to keep doing this process. You can add more or less. This is your painting. Be proud of it. Y'all just kind of bear with me. This is my first video tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it. Maybe we can do some more in the future. Okay, and now we're going to bring one from the bottom, and this is going to be the one our bird sits on. So we're going to start at the bottom. He's going to be off to the side a little bit. We're just going to bring this up and over. Kind of arch it off a little bit. This is where our little bird is going to sit. We'll throw some other little branches in here. So we have our branches, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take an even smaller brush and we're going to go back over these branches with white, like they're frosted. So these did not have to be very perfect because, like I said, we're going to add some frost to them and you won't even be able to tell. So if they're not a little crooked, that's okay. So I'm going to get a little smaller brush right here, and we're just going to kind of flare this white out like it's in the winter time and it's frosted. So I'm going to turn my board a little bit. I do a lot of moving around. So we're just going to take this little brush. We're going to start at the very bottom and just kind of flare these little white specks out. And this doesn't have to be perfect either. It's frost. They're not all straight. Just kind of flare it out. I'm going to put this here, guys. Hopefully you can still see. Okay. We're just going to add some frost and highlight our branches here. This is the part that takes the longest. Don't forget, after you finish your painting, if you would leave a comment of your finished painting on this video, we would love to see those that are participating and what your finished product looked like. And if you have any feedback or questions or even suggestions of things you would like to see, those are welcome as also. Also, my name is, I don't think I told you guys, my name is Renee O'Quinn, and you can find me on Facebook if you have any questions or comments as well. Alright, so see, now we've got our first frosted branch here, and we're just going to continue to go around our board and do the same for all our little branches. And we're just fluffing them in. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Just light, easy, short little brush strokes. Just adding some fluff. Also, guys, I want to let you know these boards. How about Dollar Tree is now selling these canvas boards. So you can also pick these up at the Dollar Tree as well. Walmart sells them in a 3-pack. I want to say for around $5. So it's not very expensive. It's a little hobby, a little relaxing. Something you can do at night after the kids go to bed. Like I said, I find a lot of my pictures on Pinterest. There's also different YouTube tutorials and things like that you can find online if you're interested in painting. So again, this is the tedious part, but this is actually my favorite part of this one because it's just, it's kind of relaxing. This paint set I've got here, it came in like 24 colors, and I just picked it up at Walmart. They're very small tubes though, but you can get the larger bottles. Like I said, the Red Barn are 50 cents. Alright, so 3 down and 2 to go. Trying to go as fast as I can for you guys. I know some people don't have a lot of time. Do something quick to do though. Just sit down and have a little bit of fun. I also have a page I just started on Facebook. I don't know too much about it, but I'm trying to get started. If y'all want to check it out, it's called Spare Time Art. Has a lot of things I've already done if you want to check those out. Maybe I can post some more videos there as well if you guys are interested. Almost done. Alright, so now we've got our branches, we've got our background. What we're going to do now is our cardinal. Now you can take a pencil, just a regular red pencil, and draw him in. I'm just going to kind of freehand him in. We're going to start here. We're going to make a little round here just with some red. I'll make a round here. I'm going to come down with his tail. You don't want the edges to be particularly straight because you want that frosting to come through. In the end, we're just going to kind of flare his tail out. I'm going to make our bird outline, and then we'll fill him in. While I'm doing this, my friend over here is going to be talking, and y'all can have something to listen to than just me breathing over here.
So Renee, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do in your day to day?
Well, I work Monday through Thursday at Omega Medical Center. I am a surgical tech over there. I help the doctors set up the surgical field and help them while they're doing operative cases. So
That sounds like a stressful position. So do you have children?
I do. I have 2 children. I have a boy and a girl. They're very close in age. As you can imagine, that was stressful when they were coming out. Let me tell you, 2 in diapers at the same time is no joke. So those with twins, bless you. Don't worry, it's just paint. We can paint over that. And I'll show you how in just a minute.
So can I ask how old are your kids?
Yeah, well, they're growing like weeds, I tell you what. My son, he is 8 years old, and my daughter is 9.
Okay. So what kind of, do you have any funny and mischievous stories, maybe?
Well,
hectic moments with you?
Well, there's always some of those. But I'm going to tell you my favorite funny story is of my son. My daughter had just started pre-K, and she was at school, and I decided, you know what? I need some new clothes. So I loaded him up, and we went shopping. Now, mind you, he is 3 years old at this time. So I'm looking through the racks of clothes, looking through some pants, and I look down, and he is nowhere to be found. So now, y'all mamas, y'all know that is a horrible feeling. So alright, we have our bird, and we're going to outline his wings. So, as I'm looking down and looking for Mr. Matt, I'm walking back down the aisle of pants. And all of a sudden, I kid you not, he jumps ahead, climbed in the clothes rack to the top, and he jumps out, literally, on top of my head. Batman! Y'all, I was so embarrassed. I'm not even gonna lie. I just grabbed him up, he's still around my head, y'all, and walked out of the store. Y'all, it is something else to try and shop with littles. It's like no other.
To say, I don't have any children myself, but I have some younger siblings, and it was always an adventure.
Yes.
Good, bad,
you
doesn't
never know
matter.
what you're gonna get. We're gonna add some shade into his little tail, because the undersides of his tail are gonna be darker. Y'all have ever seen the little card on? And we made his little face, just a little half circle there. Okay. We're just gonna dot an eyeball in here. Dot, dot, dot. Like so. Take a tad bit of orange. We're gonna make him a little beak here. And then we're gonna fix our little mistake. It's just no big deal, it's just paint. You can always paint over it. There's a highlight there.
So how was the working in the medical field during all of this COVID-19 craziness?
Well, we're kind of isolated where we're at. All of our patients coming in for surgical procedures are being screened. They'll take a COVID test the morning of their surgery. So we're kind of safe there. We don't deal with a lot of the COVID on your day-to-day basis, as are our elective surgeries, and they are screened. But I can tell you it has been stressful on a lot of the other nurses. We have been pretty busy, operating at almost, I'd say, capacity, if not close, these last few weeks. So it is no joke, it is real, and it's not very pretty. So guys, stay safe out there. Do wear your masks. It does help. Alright, so we have our little bird here. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to fix this little spot where I dropped my brush. Y'all, I am clumsy and I do make a mess. So we're just going to dab, dab, dab. And I'm going to take a little bit of, it's a napkin right here, and I'm going to dab it up. You can get a little bit of water and this will come right up. As long as it's still wet. I'm just going to dab, 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 dab. We're going to get a little bit of this white and just kind of fill that in. Just fix this up. Don't feel like you have to start over. It's paint. We can fix it. Just kind of work that in. And now you can feel free to stop at this point, or you can add snow. The trick with the snow is to get a very little amount of white on your brush. You don't want much at all, or it makes a mess. I do it all the time. Alright, so we've got our paint, and we're gonna dab, dab, dab. Well, you're gonna pop it, and it's gonna pop into, I said it was. Anyway, me too, I do need a little bit more paint. Really try not to make a mess. Okay. Kind of back up, and you're gonna pat that in. And it looks like it's snowing, which we do not get a lot of here, unfortunately.
So winter's be very fun. I don't know if anybody would ever go to work or school again.
Not here. We don't, huh?
No.
All right. And voila. We have it. Our little winter painting with snow and frosty branches. Don't forget, guys, please add a picture of your finished craft in the video below. We would love to see those. So thank you for joining us today. See you next time.